Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Before we get into today's subject matter, which happens to be about how the religion of Islam views women, spoiler alert, women are nothing in the religion of Islam. And if anyone in my audience is thinking about converting to the religion of Islam, you may think twice after watching this video. But before we do that, I want to let you all know, because so many of you asked for the Woke Dingbats t-shirts to be available, I went ahead and did that all for you. Link is available in the show description to make it easy. They are $40, and that is cheap considering the kind of quality you'll be receiving when you do get it. And for those of you that have made an order, I thank you so much. And for those of you that are wondering, is it international shipping? Yes, it is. Don't worry. I will get them out to you as soon as I receive them from the manufacturer. Hopefully that is soon. These things do take time, so I appreciate your patience. All right. Why wait? Go and get yours right now. Again, link is available in the show description. So Muslims see women as pretty much nothing. They have no rights, if anything at all, especially if you're in a Islamic country like Iran. They treat women with such disrespect, and Western women are treated like a lot differently, especially after feminism came and rose up. Women over in Islamic countries have got literally no rights at all. They have to do as they're told. They're not allowed to speak up. They've got to be literally reduced to nothing. So brother Rashid, who was a former Muslim, turned to a Christian, and he has laid out for us, and this may shock some of you, this is exactly what the Quran teaches. And for those of you that are wondering, Jay, do you have something against Muslims, the people? No, I have something against the religion of Islam, because the more you read into it and the more you study it, the more you start to realize that it's nothing short of a lie. It is, in fact, a huge lie, and people need to be aware of that deceitful lie. It is a dangerous lie as well. So this is what the Quran tells us on how it views women, how the Prophet Muhammad saw women as well, because as we know, the Prophet Muhammad claimed that he was the final messenger of God, or Allah, his version of God, which happened to be, in my opinion, and so many other people's opinion, at that, the devil, Satan. Because in the Quran, it says that Allah is the master deceiver, the liar. I don't know about you, but God does not lie. At least the God that I worship. He, in fact, tells us, do not lie. It's one of the 10 commandments. Anyway, so number one, women have twisted nature because they were created from a crooked rib, and the most crooked part is the top. So therefore, it must be covered. We can't be looking at the top of a woman because it is considered a curse, evidently. A woman comes in the form of the devil and leaves in the form of the devil. This is the Quran, people. So if you ever think about defending the religion of Islam, think twice. Women are deficient in intelligence and religion, but yet they are part of supposedly the greatest religion in the world. How about that? They're not really religious. They're not really part of our religion, but the men that run the religion say, you must do what we say as part of our religion. You can't be in this religion, really. But you got women that actually will defend Islam. It's amazing. They apparently got no intelligence. A woman's entire body is aura, to be covered and concealed. If a woman disobeys, she should be beaten. A woman annuls a man's prayer if she passes it in front of him while he prays, just like a donkey or a black dog. What does that tell you? The majority of hell's inhabitants will be women. Wow, that's a big one. How did the Prophet Muhammad know that exactly? Ooh. Number 8, a woman's testimony is worth half of a man's. A woman's blood money, diya, is half of that of a man's. A woman's inheritance is half of that of a man's. Women do not receive virgin male companions in paradise, even if they die as martyrs. They are merely among the wives of men alongside the virgins. Again, women are nothing. They are purely to be considered as S-word slaves. Have a watch of this Muslim scholar. He's admitting all of this to an actual Muslim woman. Watch.
female slaves as having a secondary status even below this, and that their consent did not matter in this relationship. They were fully owned, and the master had the right to all of the woman. In essence, generally in classical Islamic thought, it is taken for granted that a Muslim man can have up to 4 wives at once. And in addition to the 4 wives, he can have an unlimited number of concubines, which refer to women who are basically have slave status. When they are owned by her master, a woman owned by her master has to freely give herself to the master. The master has the right to have sexual relations with her as though she were one of his wives. The believers are those who guard their private parts except from their wives and what their right hands possess. But curiously enough, while this is often interpreted to mean that a man could have sexual relations with his female slaves, it is never interpreted to mean that a woman could have sexual relations with her male slaves.
Keep in mind, this is the religion where the Prophet married a 6-year-old. It teaches PDF file and that sort of disgusting stuff. And also to consummate a marriage at 9 years old with a child. So it's totally fine in the religion of Islam. And women can be considered as slaves. And if a man wants to have intercourse with one of his slaves, he can. Doesn't matter how many wives he's got. He can have as many wives as he possibly wants. As many as he craves, evidently speaking. This is the religion of Islam, man. Because Muhammad, being the final messenger of God, evidently, said it's totally okay. So women, do you want to be a slave? Do you want to be considered a S-word slave? I wonder. It's very different in modern civilization, isn't it? But yet we've got so many people that are defending Islam. Absurd, right? If a woman refuses sex with her husband, angels curse her all night until morning. How do they know that angels curse her all night until morning? No nation will prosper if a woman leads it. Women do not have the same privileges as men. He can have 4 wives, but she cannot have multiple husbands. Last one. Any woman who plucks her eyebrows, spaces her teeth, gets tattoos, or wears hair extensions is cursed for entering Allah's creation. All from the Quran and Hadith. This is what they believe. Women are nothing. And if it's anything that you can see that's going on in Iran at the moment, it's evidently so. They are taking what the Quran and the Hadiths have said to the extreme. Women in the modern world, do you want to be treated like this? I don't think so. How many women want to be treated like they're absolutely nothing? How many women want to be treated like an actual slave? Worse than a slave. To be abused at a man's whim. Like, that's not how God intended it to be. He created the woman to be a helpmate. But then again, Muslims don't think that, because they're believing in the devil and the lies of the devil, whereas Christians believe in what Jesus said. We follow Jesus. Big difference. Very big difference. Now, sure, there's some things that women can't do in the church setting, for sure. But that's very different to what the religion of Islam teaches. Anyway, just thought I'd show you all this and let you all know. But you guys take care. You be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.